Have you ever wanted to put yourself somewhere completely different on camera, but had no idea how to set up a green screen? Normally, that would require professional equipment, good lighting, and a whole studio setup, but I just found the best VFX tool to swap out any background and any element from your clips. So in this video, I'll give you the full breakdown. The tool I'm using for all of this is called OpenArt, which is an all-in-one platform that gives me access to all of these VFX tools. So if you want to follow along and create your own VFX without ever needing a green screen, I've left a link to OpenArt in the description below. Now, the way these AI VFX tools work is that they take one clip that already exists and replace the background, the lighting, or even single objects in it, while the person and the movement stay exactly the same. This is huge because the subject never gets regenerated, so they look exactly the same in every single version and maintain maximum consistency no matter what you change. You could use an already existing clip you have, but to show you the full workflow, just in case you don't have one of your own, I'll generate a clip inside OpenArt. So once you land on the home page, you'll see the navigation bar, and you want to click on video, then click text with reference. There you'll see the model selector, click on it and select Seedance 2.0. No need to add a reference image since we're building something from scratch. And for the rest of the settings, set the duration to 8 seconds and the resolution to 1080p. I'll paste in this prompt and generate. This is already a really good base. It looks like an actual video that someone would have saved. The fact that the guitar's movement and the audio are synchronized is what sells it for me. And the reason he's playing in an empty room is intentional. A plain, evenly lit room with nothing going on behind him is the easiest thing for the AI to work with later, because clean edges around the subject are what let it separate him from the background in the first place. The busier your starting clip is, the more there is for it to get wrong. That's our starting clip. It's ready for the first VFX tool. One thing worth knowing is that the quality of your starting clip directly affects every tool after it. The cleaner the edges around your subject, the better every single replacement will look later. So if you're using your own footage, shoot against the plainest background you have access to so that the AI has the cleanest possible separation to work with. Because right now, there's still a blank studio wall behind him, and that's exactly what I want to get rid of. OpenArt actually has a specific tool for this called Replace Background, and it does a lot more than just add a picture behind me. It is specifically designed to hold the consistency and movement of the subject in your video and rebuild everything around them from a reference image that you give it, making everything feel like part of one consistent clip. So you don't actually need to deal with any green screens, you just give it the background you want and it generates your video like that. Again, you could use your own picture for the background, but I'm going to generate one from scratch using OpenArt's image generation workflow. The advantage of generating it yourself instead of grabbing a preset is that you get the exact location you pictured. So back in the main page, click on Image, and that'll take you to the image generation workspace, where you'll select your model and set it to GPT Image 2. I'll set the aspect ratio to 16:9 since we're making a background, the resolution to 2K, and the quality to high, so our image has as many details as possible, which helps the AI make it look natural as a background later. I'll paste in this prompt and generate. We get back this image of a mountain meadow, and it looks like a picture someone snapped with their phone. The realism here is very good, and it'll transfer well as our background. Now back in the main page, click on Video and then Replace Background, upload the guitar's clip, and then click on Background to select your image. You could also use a preset one from the library, but I'm going to click Upload and select the meadow image we just created. He looks like he's actually standing there instead of just placed in. And the best part is that he looks exactly the same as our original clip. Now I want to show you the range of this, so I'm going to generate a completely different image the same way I did before, just to see how far I can push this. Back in the image generation workspace, with the same settings, I'll paste in this prompt. Now we get a completely different image of a desert canyon that also looks very realistic, but it's a totally new environment. I'll take that into Replace Background as my new background, keep the same video uploaded, and generate. We get the exact same person with the same movement and audio, but in a totally different environment, and everything integrates smoothly. This is a much better output than you'd normally get with a green screen, and it only took me a minute to make. This way, you could completely replace any background without ever needing a green screen again. You can also stack multiple backgrounds across the same base clip to create a set of variations in minutes. But the lighting still looks like it's from an empty studio, not like he's actually standing outside. And that's exactly what I want to fix. Back in the main page, click on Video and then select Relight. This is OpenArt's lighting tool, and with it, you can adjust and change the lighting of any video, relighting the person and the entire scene around them together, so the light actually matches across the whole frame. This step is what makes your final result look real, because if the lighting doesn't match the rest of the scene, people will notice immediately and it will instantly look fake. What your eye is actually checking is three things: the direction the shadows fall, whether the light is warm or cool, and how bright the subject is next to everything else. So I'll take the meadow clip we just generated and upload it. Then you'll see a drop-down menu with different lighting styles to choose from. You can also upload your own, but the existing selection covers almost everything you'll need. For this one, I'll click on lighting and select golden hour glow for that sunset lighting feel that's very popular. Here, you can also type a prompt to describe your scene. And this is optional, but I really recommend you do it so the AI understands your vision better and delivers the result you want. So I'll paste this prompt in and let's generate. The difference between this and the original clip is immediately noticeable. You can see the sunset in the background, and there's a warm light covering the entire field. This brings the whole image together, and he finally looks like he's actually standing there. Let's do one more. This time, I want a completely different time of day, so I'll click on atmosphere and select Aurora Night Sky from the preset library. Again, I'll paste in this description and generate. This is my favorite one so far. The cool green and purple light on him and on the field makes the whole thing look like it was actually shot outside at night. It looks very aesthetic. With this tool, you can get totally different times of day in any video you want just by switching one preset. The whole scene finally looks complete, but there's still one more VFX tool that I want to show you. I'm talking about video Inpaint. Normally, inpainting is something you'd only use on images, where you paint over a specific element you want gone and type in something else. But OpenArt lets you do this over videos as well. In this video, I want to replace his guitar with something a lot more interesting. So the first thing I need is the new guitar to swap in. Back in the image generation workspace, with GPT Image 2 selected, I'll paste in this prompt, which basically asks for a flying V guitar with a shiny black body and orange and red flames. That's exactly how I was picturing it, and it's a lot more visually impressive than his original guitar. Now click on video one more time and select VFX, then upload the golden hour clip we just made. The reason I chose this one is that the new guitar matches that same warm light that's already on him. Now click on select mask and paint over his old guitar carefully, making sure you don't select anything else. Upload our new guitar and paste in your prompt. This looks like nothing was ever changed. The guitar looks smoothly integrated and his hand movement interacts with it perfectly. VFX also works for removing things entirely, not just swapping them. If there's a logo, a watermark, or an object in the background you want gone, you paint over it the same way and prompt it to replace that area with whatever surrounds it. That makes it useful well beyond just creative swaps. And that's why I like this tool as more than just a visual effect. You're not rebuilding the whole video from scratch. You're only changing the part you select, which is why the original performance still stays intact. Compare this to the first video we made in a completely empty room. This is now a full-on performance in a new environment, and I did all of it without ever touching a green screen. And the best part is that you can run these VFX in any video you want, all under a single platform. So if you want to never have to use a green screen again, click the link in the description to sign up to OpenArt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.